my little angel, come on in. You told me you were coming, but oh, you brought a lot of friends. Come on in. I'm happy to have you. Come in and sit down. Yeah. No, that rocking chair will fit 2 of you. Okay. Okay. Well, why don't you just bring the couch over here, and that way we can all sit around the table. Okay. Honey, are you having back issues? Oh, take this hardback chair. That'll help. Of course. Okay, you sounded a little frantic on the phone. Now, I did make some drinks. I wasn't sure what everybody would want, and I have enough to make everybody, okay? I didn't know if you'd want chilled or hot. Hot, 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 hot. Feeling hot, hot, sorry, hot, hot, hot. Okay, well, I have a treat for you. Not happy about sharing, but I broke down and I ordered my Swiss Miss no sugar added from Amazon. You can't get these in Canada. You can get the regular, but you can't get the no sugar, and I'm diabetic, so I made hot chocolate. Good morning, pumpkin. It's delicious. Everybody grab a cup. I made a big pot of it, so. It really is the best. I know, I've tried Ghirardelli, I've tried all the Tim Hortons even. No, give me this Swiss Miss any day of the week. What's that, sweetie? You drink Swiss Miss, but it doesn't taste like this. That's because of how I make it. Sure, you just put the, now for a cup that size, I put 2 packets, not 1, but 2 packets. And then I put enough milk just to cover and make a paste. You just stir it till it's a paste. Then you add the boiling water. It just makes it creamier. It's easier to dissolve. You don't get gloppies. It's delish, just delish. What's that, sweetie? Would you like chilled? Of course. I just poured this, haven't drank out of it. It's ginger ale 0, Canada Dry. Oh, you like Canada Dry, very good. It's nice and cold, and it has lots of affirmations on it. Would you like it? Of course. And you, my little angel, I got you something special from Starbucks. I know how much you love Day of the Dead. So when I saw this, how could I resist? Look at that. The colors, the sounds, and the straw topper. I knew you'd love it, so take that home with you. I'm sorry, everybody else, I don't have anything. I wasn't expecting everyone. Okay, that's okay. What's that, sweetie? I do have an ASMR channel, thank you. Oh, it's easy. You just watch a video, give it a thumbs up. You can even share it. That's how everybody found out. And then you can comment. I love the comments. Oh, comments are amazing. I love to make this great big world a little smaller. Exactly. What's that, sweetie? Honey, if you like to silently watch, that's okay too. I love the company, so that's okay. Absolutely. I'm a little stuffy today, guys. The allergies are out. It was a windy day yesterday, and that's always bad for me. But you know what? Please subscribe. What? No, sweetie, it doesn't cost anything, and nobody's following. It just means you see my videos more frequently. Of course. Thank you. You guys are already subbed, right? Awesome. I'm so glad. Okay, so what is going on? You sounded frantic. You all kind of look a little panicky. Oh, that's exciting and nervous. I get it. Exciting and nervous. Going out on your own. Okay, you want tips and tricks? Off the top of my head? Okay, I can do this. I can do this for you. Do you have notebooks and stuff to, oh, look at you. You all have laptops and things. Okay, you're gonna use your phone. Okay, does anyone use paper anymore? Thank you, love, I appreciate you. I'm just gonna have a sip of this while I think. Okay, are we setting up alone or with roommates? Or are we moving in with somebody already established? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. We'll cover all bases. Class is in session, right? Okay, first let's talk about moving out on your own. And there's going to be things that you're going to need. Now, I'm assuming none of you are independently wealthy. Okay. The dollar store and the bulk store are going to be your friends. The bulk store mostly for coffee, but we'll get to that later. Let's start at the dollar store. And let's start with absolute necessities you must have, okay? You need a laundry basket. Now, you may not just be using it for laundry. You might be using it for groceries. You might be using it to lug things around the house, the apartment, whatever. If you have to go to a laundromat, you're going to need a laundry bag, okay? Yes. We always used pillowcases when I was growing up. Either way, you need that. And these can all be gotten at the dollar store for cheap. Costco? Okay, I'm going to teach you something about Costco. In order to do Costco, you need to know the price point of everything. For example, give me an everyday item. Shampoo? Okay, sure. Say your shampoo is $2 a bottle. I'm just using that as an example. If you have 1 liter in it, you go to Costco and they're having a big giant bottle of 4 liters for $6. That is a deal because you're saving $2, right? Because the 2 times, exactly. But you have to take into consideration, do you have room for this giant? Exactly. If you go to Costco and it's $8.50, it's 50 cents more. You have to know your price points if you're going to buy in bulk, and you need to know that you can have space. Now, buying in bulk amongst a few of you and sharing it into little containers, that works out amazing as well. Yeah, then you're all just paying a portion of it. All right, so we have the laundry basket. Toilet paper, it's a necessity. Well, don't you have taste? You can buy the most expensive toilet paper, but you're gonna have to cut back on other areas. Okay, you're okay with that? That's fine. But buy what you can afford, guys. Your quality of purchasing will increase as your earnings increase. Okay, you do not want your expenditures being more than your earnings. You've got to live within your means. Do not put things on credit unless you can pay them off immediately. I mean it, okay? I fell into that trap. It took me years to get out of it, okay? So, toilet paper, paper towels, and or J-cloths, all right? Your mom uses microfiber cloths that okay, yes, if you are environmentally sound like that, it may be a more expensive purchase, but it will save you money in the long run. That's what you have to look at. If your microfiber cloths are going to last you a year, then you figure out in your head, how many paper towels am I going to use in a year? Is it more cost effective to do this or this? I can't make that decision for you guys. You have to do that yourself. So, laundry basket, toilet paper, paper towels. Think of the bathroom. You're going to need a plunger, okay, a toilet brush, and you're going to need a plunger and a toilet brush for every bathroom that's there. Trust me, you don't want to be dragging that through the house, okay? That's gross. Okay, so if you can only afford the one, then get the one, okay? That's fine. Put it in a plastic bag when you take it to a different bathroom. That's all. Yeah, okay. You're going to need face cloths and towels. You can get both of these at the dollar store. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them at Giant Tiger. You find the best place you can. You can hit up relatives. I'll open my linen closet. You guys can help yourselves. Relatives will be glad to trust me, some of them will be glad to get rid of some. So don't be afraid to hit up relatives or friends that might have something you can help with, that can help you with. Okay, bathroom, you'll need soap. bar soap or liquid soap, either or. It's up to you to decide what you prefer. Again, dollar store, Walmart, best friends, guys. If you have a drugstore card that gets you points, use that and maybe use points to buy some of this and wait for deal days, wait for double up points or coupons. Coupons are amazing. Don't turn your noses up at coupons, okay? I am the couponing queen. And you can get them on your phone. You don't have to have paper ones. Whenever I'm going to make a purchase at any store, while I'm waiting in line, I go online to see if there's coupons. I'll do, okay, Michael's. Michael's always has coupons. Best Buy. Best Buy, coupons. Oh, look at this, $25 off a blender. I need a blender. The $25 off makes it cheaper than the one I can get at Walmart. I'm getting it. Okay, so I think we're done. Oh, shower curtain. Now, if you're going to get a shower curtain, again, you can do this at the dollar store. You can do this on Amazon. You can, wherever. The best investment you can get, go to the dollar store and get a shower liner. Even if it's not a fabric curtain, get the liner behind it. It's a lot cheaper to replace that $2 liner than the whole shower curtain, okay? You pretty much can extend the life of your curtain if you keep changing the liner. Good, okay. Are we done the bathrooms? Your toiletry items, you may have to come down in your tastes. What kind of shampoo do you use? Olaplex? You better ask for gifts, honey. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to come down a bit, or you're gonna have to ask for gift cards for all your birthdays and Christmases and things. A housewarming party is always a great idea too. It's just hard to ask your friends to give you things. I hate asking for things, but maybe ask your mom or your best friend or somebody to throw you a housewarming gift and tell people it's a kitchen gift party. You need things for your kitchen. That kind of thing, that helps, okay? And since there's a whole lot of you, you can kind of share it. You may have 3 spatulas that were given to you and you only need the one. You may have none, but you may have wooden spoons and they have, do you see what I'm saying? Okay, good. Okay, for your bedrooms, you're gonna need a set of sheets, preferably 2. One, but two sets of sheets. You're gonna need bedding. Now, if you're starting completely from scratch, I suggest bed in a bag. Bed in a bag, usually you can get them at Walmart and they're usually under $100. It comes with the comforter, the pillowcases, sometimes it'll have shams. It sometimes has sheets, the fitted sheet and the top sheet. Yeah, so you can do that. Okay, what else do you need? You'll have hair brushes and that kind of thing, so you can set that up yourselves. What, sweetie? You don't have a dresser yet? Okay, that's okay. You know what you do? You get baskets, little wee baskets at the dollar store, or Michael's can be pricey, but if you get it like at the end of a season, you can get good deals. Like those fall baskets right now are probably cheaper. Easter baskets after Easter. But for now, just do that and pile them on top of each other. It's pretty much what you can do now, okay? Okay. All right, hangers. You'll need hangers for your closet. And another way you can get hangers is, I prefer the plastic, but you guys are broke. So why don't you stop in at your local dry cleaners, ask them if they have any hangers they're getting rid of, the wire hangers. Sometimes they'll give them to you for free, if not sell them to you at a really reasonable price. There you go. If you're buying any clothes at Walmart or anything that's on a hanger, keep the hanger. They'll ask you, do you want the hanger? Usually we don't, but if you have none, yes, you do. Okay? Okay. Talk your parents into switching to velvet hangers and take their old ones. That's what I did. Okay, so I think we're done the bathroom. We're done the bedroom. You will need a broom. If you have carpets, you're gonna need a vacuum or a carpet sweeper, okay? They can be really reasonable. I know When your cousin went to university, they bought like a vacuumy carpet sweeper. It's a little better than a carpet sweeper, but not as good as a vacuum. And it was on Amazon for like $50. And if you're rooming, that's a shared expense, guys. Okay. Oh no, we're getting to cleaning soon. All right, now we're at the kitchen. You're gonna need dishes and you're gonna need cutlery, okay? You can go thrifting for that stuff. Wash it really well when you get home. It's not a big deal. Nothing has to match. I think an eclectic table is one of the prettiest sets I've ever seen. If you go for a fancy high tea in some places, every person will have a different set of dishes. You know, I think it can look quite, and if anyone comments, you're like, what, you don't like eclectic? You make it sound like you did that on purpose, all right? But thrifting is a great place to get a lot of things, okay? Here in Canada, we have Value Village, we have Goodwill. You know, you find yours and you wait on coupon days and sale days. Those will be handy, trust me. Okay, so we've got color. You're gonna need some pots and pans to cook with. Again, thrift them. Dollar store, Walmart, or a hardware store can be quite, you know. Ask people, ask your older family members if they have any they're getting rid of. They will come in handy, I promise you. Now, you're gonna need dish soap. Again, I would do dollar store or Walmart. When you're making more money, you can buy Dawn. Until then, you're gonna buy the store brand, okay? Okay. Now, I'm gonna teach you a couple tricks. When your dish soap is halfway finished, add water. That's why it's really concentrated. Use a little bit. You might have to use a bit more, but it'll keep the length of it a little longer, especially when you're having those tight weeks. Oh, honey, there will be tight weeks, I promise. Okay. You may need a dish drainer if you don't have a dishwasher. If you have a dishwasher, you'll need dishwasher tabs. Oh, you're still gonna need dish soap, sweetie. You can have hand soap if you want, or use the dish soap. It's up to you, because you're gonna have to wash your hands while you're cooking. You'll need cutting boards. Okay, you can use plastic, wooden, glass. Everybody has a different opinion, okay? Some people will tell you the plastic and the wood trap bacteria. Some people will tell you that the glass or the plexiglass dulls your knives. You decide for you, okay? But you need cutting boards. I personally suggest having one specifically for meat and one for veggies and fruits and things like that. And if you can manage it, one specifically for onions and garlic. But you could use the meat one for that too, because you're going to be cooking usually. Okay, good. J-cloths, tabs. Now, cleansers, you're going to need cleaners. Your best bang for your buck, does anyone know? Good on you. That's right, an all-purpose cleaner. I love Meyer's. I think they make the most amazing, I think it's Mrs. Meyer's, most amazing cleansers. I love using them. I love the multi-purpose one that smells like honeysuckle. It cleans beautifully. Windex has multi-purpose. Mr. Clean has multi-purpose. Store brands have multi-purpose cleaners. You're gonna have windows, so you're gonna need a Windex no matter what. Multi-purpose doesn't always work on windows. You can play with it and see, okay? SOS pads, or the name brand SOS pads. Those are great for cleaning when you've burned something on the bottom of a pan. Pardon? Yes, I know your grandfather just soaks it and sticks it in the oven. And he does that so somebody else can find it and clean it, usually me. Trust me, I know that trick. Okay, now for food, you got to decide your own foods, guys. But I want you to take into consideration how much you're going to use in the week. You're going to have to really, and there's going to be some weeks where you don't have enough bread, or you have too much and it's gone moldy. That's hit and miss. You're going to have to figure that out yourselves. The best thing you can do when you're grocery shopping, A, make a list, B, meal prep, meal plan. sit down at the beginning of the week, whatever week yours starts on, decide what you're going to be cooking and taking for lunches, okay? Your work provides lunch, that's amazing. You'll be able to save some money. Decide that, take your grocery list, go through what you already have versus what you need. Put only what you need on the grocery list. Try to tell yourself, I'm only buying 2 impulse items this grocery. That means if it's not on the list, you can have 2 items, okay? If it's a tight week, you go by that list, okay? Is this making sense? You're all getting this down? Wow, you guys are studious. First of all, I'm so proud of you guys for thinking ahead. This is really mature and responsible behavior, and I'm really proud of you all. Give yourselves a pat on the back. All right, are we done with the kitchen? Oh, glasses, you need glasses, cups, coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, I firmly suggest going to the bulk barn to get your coffee. Again, bulk barn is very much similar to Costco. You got to know your price points, but I find the coffee is, I can get the beans, I can grind them, they save me money that way. Say you want to bake, okay? Do you have enough money to buy a giant bag of flour when you need a cup? You go to the bulk store, you buy a cup of flour. That's all. That's it. You know, you just get what you need type of thing. You need the chocolate chips, you buy what you need for that recipe. Exactly, that works. Okay. Okay, good. Now, what else do we need in the kitchen? I said J-Class, you'll need a pot holder and tea towels. That cat is crazy. It sounds like there's an elephant up there. You'll need some tea towels. Again, ask your relatives. But again, dollar store, guys. It's really, really economical. Furniture, if you need some furniture, IKEA's a great place to go. Facebook Marketplace. You meet in a neutral territory where there's lots of people. You never go alone, and you never let them come to your home alone. Do we understand each other if you're going to use Facebook Marketplace? You use Kijiji and I'll smack you silly. Okay? No. There's been too many bad things happening with Kijiji. All of them. Craigslist, Kijiji. You use Facebook Marketplace where we can trace back, and you follow those rules. Meet in the parking lot of a police station. Those are great things to do. You do the exchanges in a public area where there's someone with you. Okay, that's it. That's a no room for negotiating. She's nuts. I don't think her feet really hit the floor very much. Okay, so what else? A coffee maker, you can pick those up for cheap. They're pretty economical everywhere now. Again, housewarming, you know, that's a great thing to ask for. No, I have not gotten to the living room. Now, most of you have your laptops, right? So you're gonna need Wi-Fi. I suggest you stream. If you can't afford the cable, don't get the cable. You all use your cell phones. You don't need a landline, right? Make sure you have chargers. I would suggest chargers, at least 3. 1 that you carry with you, 1 in your living room, 1 in your bedroom. Okay, that way you always have them available. You can charge your laptops and your phone. You can watch your television programs, your movies, whatever, through your laptops. Okay, but believe me, you will have relatives that want to give you a TV. That's when you call your cable company and you say, look, I need Wi-Fi, I need cell phone, and I need whatever else. What kind of a bundle will you give me? What kind of a deal? If they offer you a deal, these are the questions you have to ask. How long is it good for? What will be the price when that timeline is up? Will you call me when it's up, or do I need to contact you? These are ways people can get around. I know exactly when to renew my cable. I know how to ask for the best deals. Even when they call me and I'm like, okay, what deal do you have? They're like, actually, we have nothing better than what you have. You need to ask questions, guys. Don't be afraid to. You are a responsible adult. You are allowed to do this. Okay, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, now, this next set is cleaning. Now, if you have, now that works, all of those stuff works for if you have roommates, then you split the cost. If you're moving in with somebody who's already set up, tell them, this is great that you have your stuff. I would like to be able to rearrange or to add to make it my own too. You need to work those out ahead of time, okay? You don't want somebody, you don't want to be visiting in your own home, okay? You don't want to feel like a guest in your own home. Good. Talking that out, communicating, that works really well, okay? Now, the cleaning, if you have roommates, you need a schedule and you need to stick to it, okay? And there should be a fine if the people don't do it. If it's your turn to do the dishes and they've piled up in the sink until it's my turn, you owe me $5. End of story. Or you don't get to participate in pizza. I don't care. You guys have to work that out yourselves, okay? Try to put $5 a week, everybody, until you have enough for a pizza night. Have a pizza night, you know, or a takeout night. Something that you guys can look forward to and you can work together. It helps build community. It helps make you feel like you're part of something. Okay, good. Now, cleaning. I don't know how many of you have to hear this. I'm looking at you. Wiping down your counters, your cupboards, and your stove and fridge after a meal is part of clearing the table. It is part of doing the dishes, okay? It's my pet peeve. You need to do that. Now, there's a cleaning system called the Fly Lady. And I want to say she's flylady.net, but she could be .org. I don't know. You kids know how to Google, you Google. I love her cleaning system. I still, to this day, will not go to bed unless my sink is clean. That's just a hard and fast rule. And I'm pretty sure it's her that said, if a job is going to take you less than a minute, do it. Do not put it off. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Sorry, I can feel a sneeze coming on. Nope, it's gone. Okay, sorry about that. For instance, today I was coming in and last night, if my oven's on too high, the smoke detector goes off. So I had a tea towel out there fanning my smoke. Oh my God, you have to have smoke detectors. You have to have a smoke detector for every level of your home. That's a must, an absolute must. If you can't find one at, say, a Canadian Tire or a hardware store or Walmart that you can afford for cheap, call your local fire department, stop in at a fire station and just say, do you know where I can get one inexpensively? Sometimes they'll give them to you, okay? So you must, that's a must. Carbon dioxide detection, monoxide, yeah, one of those is a must as well. Now, and you can get them combined too. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the tea towel was laying on the banister because I was using that to fan. Why I didn't put it away last night is beyond me. When I walked by to get the drinks ready for us, I saw it and I thought I'll get it later. And I'm like, less than a minute, got it, put it away. She also recommends, and as a Gemini, this goes against everything I believe in, never doing something for more than 15 minutes so you don't get burned out. It's like cleaning. For me, I clean until it's done. She recommends taking breaks. I'm also a Gemini though, so I may start in the kitchen. 15 minutes, later I'm in the living room and I'll work my way back to the kitchen later. It's who I am, but you have to be you. Okay, pardon me. You had to take a day off work to clean your apartment? A whole day? Yeah, I used to have to do that too. Sit down. Make yourself comfy. We're gonna talk. Let me teach you some tips and tricks to make it easy. First of all, always make your bed. This advice drives me crazy because I'm not a great bed maker. But Uncle Angel taught it to me, and it's actually very used in the military. The rationale being that you have gotten up and already accomplished something. You have already done something well. So you can now begin the day knowing you did something. Set your home up as easy as possible. Try to avoid clutter. Okay, that's really hard to do, especially when you get to be my age and we have our own stuff. We have both my parents who have passed stuff. We have both his parents who have passed stuff. We have stuff. Yes, I'm going to let you all help yourselves. I am. Not to everything. What am I, made of money? Okay, no Swiss miss for you with the smart mouth over there. In your bedroom, have your closet set up in such a way that your laundry basket's right there. So that have your short sleeve shirts, your long sleeve shirts, your pants, dresses or skirts, or school clothes, office clothes, party clothes, going out clothes. Nobody's telling you can't go out. So that makes it easier to get ready. You're not, oh, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Okay, I want to go for a job interview. Let's go to my office clothes. Okay, this is what I need. Underwear in one drawer, bras in another. Those foot things, what are they called? Socks? Yes, socks. I don't do that. Socks in with your underwear usually. Pajamas, bathing suits, whatever. Okay? Okay. Organize will make your life easier. Trust me. Do your laundry when your basket is full. End of story. You'll never have too much if you do that. And I don't mean stand on. I knew that. I used to do that too. And I'm going to tell you a dirty little secret. When Auntie Angel moved in with Uncle Angel, that's right, I lived in sin for a while, shut up, before we got married. There wasn't, my family, there was a bunch of us. So we had loads, we had white loads, colored loads, permanent press loads, ironing loads, hang up to dry loads. And we went to a laundromat to do it. When I moved in with Uncle Angel, there wasn't enough laundry to do that. So I started just putting everything in one load. I still do that to this day. I hang shirts up to dry though. Judge me all you want. Trust me on this one. If there's just the two of you or just you, save yourself. If you have delicates that have to be hand washed, easy way to do that. Fill your sink. Put your soap in, use shampoo. Baby shampoo is amazing for delicates, for underwear, lingerie, bras, silk shorts, whatever. Use baby shampoo or baby soap. Those are gentle. Let that soak, just let it soak. And then even when you're in the shower, rinse them in the shower, wring them out, hang them on the rod. Okay, easy way to do that. You can, combine things like that. That's my tip for, biggest tip for cleaning, do it when you see it. If you see a mess on your countertop, don't wait till there's more mess. Just wipe it up. It's a lot easier. If you spill something on your stove, wait till it's cool enough to wipe out. If something has stuck on, take a little bit of boiling water, pour it on, let it, and then using a glove, a Mr. Clean dry eraser thing, a scrub brush if you want to, and then scrub it. The hot water will get rid of. You haven't, okay. Oh, that's great. Okay, so the stove and fridge are already included in your place. Okay, good. Oh, the stove is filthy? Okay, I'm going to teach you a trick. What kind of surface is it? It's flat. Okay. You're going to make a mixture of dish soap and baking soda. Baking soda is another must-have in your house. Okay. A fire extinguisher is another thing you must have. Salt is a must-have. All of these things will put out fires. Okay. You douse them, and if you have a grease fire on your stove, whatever you do, do not throw water on it. It will blow up in your face. You cover it, You throw salt on it, you throw baking soda on it, use a pot lid. I know you'll be scared, just cover it, okay? Do not put water on a grease fire. End of story, okay? Now, okay, so you're gonna take baking soda and you're gonna add dish soap to make it a paste. You're gonna put the paste over. You're gonna take some vinegar or lemon juice or hydrogen peroxide, but vinegar is cheaper to me. Pour it on so that it bubbles. You'll see. Let that dissolve. When it's flat again, take your scrubbing and scrub. Scrub, 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 scrub. You'll get a lot of it off. You may have to do that a couple of times, including using a razor blade very carefully to get any of that caked on stuff that's been there for years. But I promise you it will come clean. If you don't have little kids or pets, you can do the exact same thing with your oven door. Just open the oven door, do the cleaning, leave it, come back, and then scrub the heck out of it. It's hard to do if you have kids or pets because they're going to try to get into it. So you're on your own there. I promise you. And it's a natural cleaner too, okay? Avoid bleach, guys. It's so bad on your lungs. It really is. I know people love to use bleach, but there's so many natural products that you can use that aren't overly pricey, okay? As long as it's not a non-stick coated, like a Teflon coated pan. If you have burnt on things in your pot, put a pot of water onto, put the pot full of water onto boil, cut up a lemon and throw it in. I promise you, it'll boil, then dump it, wash it, you should come clean. How's your microwaves? Do you all have a microwave? You're gonna be sharing one? Okay. If your microwave is dirty, a great trick to do, fill a microwave safe bowl with water, cut a lemon in half, throw it in, put your microwave on 3 minutes. Leave it, let the steam, that lemony steam will melt away all that grime. Then you go in and you wipe it down. You might have to do it twice depending how bad it is. I do that once a week, whether it needs it or not. It also gives a great freshness. Another thing you can do, if your house or your place has a musty smell, which can happen, especially when your heaters come on, I do this, and I do this at Christmas time too. You can put a pot of vinegar on to boil. That'll make it smell fresh. Don't let it boil dry. What I like to do is I get a pot of water, and again, bulk store works for this. I put in a cinnamon stick, a few cloves, a star anise, some ginger. Well, ginger you have to get at the grocery store. But you put that on and you let that boil and then let it simmer. Oh my gosh, your house smells like the holidays. It's so nice. It really is. Good, okay. Now, if your place needs a refresh and your landlord won't take care of it, ask permission to paint. Paint is not an expensive thing to have, guys. Buy your paint and primer in one, okay? Places like Home Depot will always have deals going. You don't have to buy the absolute Benjamin Moore best brand or Sherwin-Williams, or you can buy store brand. Look at their sometimes they have tints that didn't work out, and they'll have them for like practically nothing. See if you like the color, and a gallon will pretty much do a room, okay? Have a painting party. You know, everybody brings something. How old are y'all? Okay. You can bring beer, you can bring a pizza, you can bring chips, you can bring the cutlery, you can bring the paper plates, you can bring dessert. Have a painting party, and you kind of move it from room to room or place to place. You can do it for each other. It's a great way to get something done, and again, a great way to have a community. Okay, now, the most important, you must have a budget. You must. I'm sorry. You absolutely must know how much things cost. You need to know how much your cell phone bill, how much is your Wi-Fi bill, how are you going to be responsible for your utilities? That's your hydro, your water, your gas. If you are, you need to know how much they are. You need to know how much your groceries are going to be. You need to know how much cleaning supplies will be. What else? Transportation costs. Do you have a car? You're going to have to factor in your insurance and gas. You're going to have to try to have some savings. I know it's difficult, but you may end up having a problem with your car. You may have a home repair that you're going to be responsible for. You need to, if you have a walkway, you're going to need a shovel if it snows. You're going to need a rake if you have leaves. You're going to need some kind of a lawn mowing device if you're responsible for cutting the grass. If you have roommates, you need a definite contract between the three, 4, 5, whatever. I'm not talking illegally, the first party and the second party, but you're going to say, we, the undersigned, agree to split the cost of this. Everyone is responsible for their own this. Food labeled with someone's name is not for sharing. Food not labeled is communal property. Because if you're building a community and you make a big pot of spaghetti sauce, you're going to share it, and that's going to last a few meals, okay? Groceries, you may have to go grocery shopping together to figure out everybody's likes, dislikes, allergies, that kind of thing. But you got to know your expenses. And then you're going to look at what you've made. If there's stuff left over at the end of the month, that's your fun money, okay? That's your going out money. That's your savings. Most people will say save 10%. Some people say 50%. When you're starting out, it's so hard to save, guys. Sometimes you are living paycheck to paycheck, and that's just the way it is. If that's how it is, I promise you, it will get better, okay? If you don't have any groceries in the house, Mom, what are you cooking for dinner? You feel like company? Hey, what are you guys having for dinner? Feel like company? I'll do your dishes. That kind of thing. Have stone soup. I'll provide all the cutlery, the plates, the dishes, I'll clean up. You bring the broth, you bring the veggies, you bring some meat. You know what I mean? You have a community, you bring bread. That works really well as well. If somebody likes plants in the house, you need to make sure, A, they're not toxic, that no one has allergies. That's one of those little things that come up, okay? What else? Yeah, and communal areas have to be respected. They have to be cleaned when you leave. They can't be taken over. They can't be hogged. Okay, if you're roommating with somebody, you need to go through a roommate agreement. Not like Sheldon Cooper's, but you need to have one, okay? Okay. Awesome. Same as bathrooms. If you like a specific brand of shampoo, you may have to keep that in your bedroom and take it in when you shower, because you may not have the space for all of you to keep your stuff. Clean your shower after you use it. And there's an easy way to do that. I think the Honest Company has one. I think Mrs. Myers does. I'm not sure. But it's called Daily Shower Cleaner. All you do is that stays out. That's a communal expense, okay? It'll just make cleaning the shower easier. And you gotta clean your shower and your tub, okay? Pick a day when, say Friday. Every Friday, it has to be clean enough that if your grandmother came over, you wouldn't be embarrassed. That's how to look at it. Okay, did that help? I hope so. That's everything I've got right now. I'm sure there's more, but if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Of course I'll help you. I'll always help all of you. I love you. And I honor you. I cherish you. I respect you. And I am glad that each and every one of you was born.